Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a video to talk about the new blog post from Giant Software talking about goats. Yes, goats. We're getting info about goats. It's awesome. Yeah, so there's quite a bit going on here. So I'm going to kind of do things differently in this video. As I read the blog post, I'm going to be putting up some images of goats and actually a couple of GIFs that they sent over. They sent over 3 GIFs, which are just quick animation videos of the goats moving around. So I'll show those up on the screen a few times. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go through as I read things. I'm going to put the applicable screenshots up on your screen. We just have a lot of really nice screenshots of the goats. So I'll put those up there on the screen as I read. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get started. So the blog post starts off with Farming Simulator 22. We created some buzz by bringing you bees to improve yield through the advantages of good old pollinating. For Farming Simulator 25, we really went back to the drawing board in front of the animal pen. Which animals are we missing? Worms? Bears? Dragons? Sadly, those didn't make the cut. Neither did pink river dolphins, echidnas, I'm probably saying that wrong, and leprechauns. I will say they get a little dicey in terms of some dad jokes in here and that sort of stuff, and their humor is I love it, but some of you may not appreciate it. Anyhow, moving on, but we went through yours as well as our own wish list and instantly thought, okay, we goat this Giant Software. Let's take the chance by its horns and create something goatily awesome. Water buffaloes. A screenshot of water buffalo in the goat blog. But let's not bleat around the bush. You know the water buffalo already. Check it out in the water buffalo preview if you don't. And by the way, you can check that out as well. I have a video on that one. But yes. In addition, this mighty animal of Southeast Asian descent, we wanted to give livestock owners another option to choose from. We goat your back, farmers. The road to goat. Good goats take time. You want to get goats right, and the most complex thing are their legs and rectangular pupils. First, we almost created a Dao by accident, a mythical creature. You should look that up if you haven't. You can learn more about it from Katie. Right, you don't know who she is, do you? You'll find out soon enough. So at first I was like, well, is Katie like a Giant Software employee or anything like that? And there's no mention of Katie for the rest of it. I guess that could be the case still, but I think this is another look into kind of a look into the NPCs that we're going to get. We know we're going to get non-player characters and NPCs in Farming Simulator 25. We don't know to what extent, and I don't think it'll be to the extent that most of you want to see that, but at least it's a step in that direction. So Katie is, my guess, going to be probably one of those NPCs, which is pretty cool. But yeah, moving forward, one wrong slider and shorter legs on the side, and you have a fantastical beast. Once the legs were up to snuff and we banished the Dao back to its folkloric existence, or did we? We had a squad of 2D and 3D artists working nonstop on the pupils. Also, these beautiful animals could do what they do best, stare. And they've got good screenshots of them staring, and I think they've nailed it. If you've never seen a goat in real life, they did a pretty good job. Then our artists and programmers build other parts of an anatomically correct goat in different stages from newborn to adult so you can enjoy one of the most anticipated farm animals. Before we show you the mini goats, here are some real facts about real goats. Why goats are awesome. Goats? Great. Goats are incredible climbers. They're known for their agility, even scaling steep cliffs and trees. If you think you're good at bouldering, look at goats. Rectangular pupils give them nearly 360-degree panoramic vision, helping them spot predators and navigate challenging terrain, which that is crazy. I actually did not know that about goats. They are curious and intelligent. That is true. They can learn how to open gates or manipulate objects. Good to have an eye on them. They are very good escape artists. They're very smart. Moving on, goats are highly social and form close bonds within their herds, or even humans and other animals. Each goat has a unique voice. Just look at all those screaming goat videos. So not only mother goats can recognize individual goats, go by their bleat, which is awesome. The best goats, baby goats. What more do you want? I mean, of course, I've been showing screenshots too, but we have a lot of looks at baby goats here. And then moving on from there, it says best cheese, goat cheese, new productions and products. Goat milk is not everyone's cup of milk, but those who like it love it. Its distinct, slightly tangy flavor is not as sweet and mild as your regular milk from a cow, but that's why it's so unique in taste and profitable in production. And then we have some interesting images here. So I'm going to actually show off some images as we go. So the first image I'm going to put up on your screen right now is these pallets of cylindrical milk. Now, we are used to moving milk by a tanker, and I'm hoping you can move next to these and then like hit R on PC or whatever to load a tanker with these, so you don't have to move pallets, but we don't know yet. Also, take a look at the ground deformation down below that forklift. That ground has been destroyed by that forklift driving over it, so that's kind of cool to see. In addition to that, why this matters a little bit more is we've seen pallets like this, and what's on your screen right now is these little pallets of cartoned goat's milk. We've seen this regarding the, I believe just the buffalo milk, right? I think that's the only one we've seen it, but this kind of shows that to get to these cartons, you have to take them to a dairy to produce these cartons of milk, which is kind of cool. So you can have kind of the raw milk, and then you have the milk that is put into cartons, which is pretty cool. So yeah, a couple of steps there, which I thought were pretty important to mention and pretty cool to see there. And then moving on, it says, while keeping goats for the sake of it is awesome enough, new productions allow you to process their milk and go for fine goat cheese. It's worth it. You goat to believe it. Of course, another goat pun there. And then we, of course, get an image of a Kubota tractor moving a pallet of goat cheese, which the pallets, honestly, the production materials in FS25 look incredible. They look just really well done and more detailed than we've ever seen before. Moving on, it says, want to try goat cheese for real? Try it with fruits, nuts, honey, and herbs like thyme, rosemary, and basil. You can put it in almost every dish, just like regular cheese, from salad and stuffed peppers, or from salad and stuffed in peppers to pasta and pizza. Now, here is tinfoil hat time, I would say. Are these all hints at different things we're going to get? I think that would be cool, but I think we're maybe going to get maybe some of this stuff, but probably not all of it. It says try with fruits. Well, maybe we get like apples or something like that. We don't know yet. They could be like in the form of an orchard. We haven't seen all that sort of stuff. Nuts, we haven't heard anything about that. Honey, we know we're going to get bees again, so honey will be around. Herbs like thyme, rosemary, basil. That would be cool if we had like some little greenhouses that grew that stuff. We just don't know yet. And that stuff's usually pretty easy to implement, so we'll just kind of have to see. Then it says you can put it in almost every dish, just like regular cheese, from salad, stuffed in peppers. We know we're getting some form of pepper because it was on one of the screenshots, which I'll put on your screen, of the little market stall there, and there's some peppers on there, or a pepper on there. So maybe not, probably those aren't the peppers you're probably going to stuff with cheese, though, because those are little bitty peppers. Those are talking more like bell peppers you'd stuff with cheese, but still, it could be. And then to pasta and pizza. So maybe a couple other productions. We just don't know yet, but I think everything's possible. Then there's a bonus interview, The Man Who Stares at Goats. It's with Manuel Lettner, who's the producer, gameplay, and lead gameplay programmer at Giant Software. And I'm not going to go through all of his questions because he answers a lot of good stuff on there. There's nothing critical in there for the game in terms of like, there's nothing that talks about like features the goats are going to have or anything like that, but it just kind of talks about some of the inspiration and the process of them. But anyhow, and then at the very end, it says, thank you for reading this preview, Goat Day. Of course, instead of good day, why not? But yeah, so pretty cool. And I think I've mentioned everything that I would like to talk about on there. I think that's all of it. So with that, if you guys haven't pre-ordered the game, please do so down below in the description. You can get the Macdon bonus pack with that if you pre-order using code FarmerCop or any other code. Use whatever creator you'd like to that you want to support. And you can pre-order up till the day before it releases or up till right before it releases. So feel no pressure to do it right now. You still have plenty of time to think about it. But anyhow, guys, this is what I got for you guys. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the FarmerCop channel and turn your notification bells so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been FarmerCop. Thank you guys for coming and watching. I'll see you guys on the next one.